There has been a trending story of a lady called Lesego and the baby daddy who is called Nduna. Nduna is from Limpopo, Venda, and Upalisa and him, they were in a very long-term relationship and they even had a child together. The two unfortunately broke up, and Nduna is somebody that has a lot of money. So he decided to actually take custody of the child. Allegedly, he has a lot of people in his pockets, so that was so easy. Lesego said it's not because she was a bad mother. Well, she came out to say, please help me. This is getting sinister. I can't make sense of anything right now. My baby daddy has since deactivated his account since I've raised concerns about the safety of my son. It gets dark. This must be a nightmare. Yes, guys. And she went on to say, I received a call from the father of my child in the afternoon yesterday, telling me that he's rushing home. His two helpers called him to inform him that my son fell into the pool and almost drowned. Almost is the keyword. He's rushing to his house, but he had already called the paramedics. I immediately got a bad feeling and called the police in Oliphants to rush to the house. Then she went on to say, I didn't want to believe that since we had an argument and I had already exposed his situation. A part of me thought he wants to trick me into going to his house. He had gone to open a case against the day before for speaking about the situation with the baby. I couldn't take it lightly. I made a few calls to the hospital, paramedics. They told me they had no record of a near drowning case. Then she went on to say, pardon my typos, bear with me. I am not in a good state. I arrived at the house. He told me that he's with Vusi, his own brother, his uncle, the paramedics. I asked my baby daddy to hand the phone to his younger brother so I can ask him some questions and to try to get to the baby. My baby daddy refused and told me that his brother couldn't handle such matters. Shortly after that, he hands the phone over to a white guy. He tells me that he is the head of security at the estate and says that my son has been dead. And what she knows is that the son nearly drowned. Now the white guy is saying that the son is dead. So obviously at this point, it's a lot of stories going on. Then she further on said, wait, what do you mean my son is dead? The white guy says, sorry ma'am, but they couldn't save the boy. Mind you, my baby daddy told me that the two helpers got the baby out of the pool immediately. I'm like, wait, this must be one of your sick games. I also the security guy to hand over the phones to the paramedics. I asked for his name and the company. And yeah, I feel like that was a good step to make, asking for the name and the company that the security works for, because right now, for any mother, this is a lot of stories. And I'm sure she's also having trust issues with the baby daddy because of the history that they have. Then she went on to say, my whole body went cold. My head is spinning at this stage. Knowing my baby daddy, I get a feeling that he could have orchestrated this to get back at me for exposing what I shared on my Instagram the other day. At this stage, I'm restraining myself from calling anyone because he's done sick things in the past. So I don't want to rush to share this news with anyone. And she further on went to say, I tried to call his mom. The number is not going through. I called my baby daddy again. I plead with him to tell me exactly what's happening. What happened to my son? I'm asking him to tell me that he's joking or messing with my head, because I refuse to believe that a few days before the news raised the pool situation and asked him to pack my son's clothes that I had bought for him because I wanted to fetch my son, suddenly my son drowns and is dead. He tells me he's waiting for the forensic. Now this is where it gets hectic. I'm like, can I get a video call with you? And obviously he did not, accept the video call. So I feel like this is why Lesego at this stage is like, what is really happening? Why can't I see? Because I feel like any mom would want to see the state of what's happening. Then she went on to say, a few hours ago, we are with the cops. Nduna is carrying on with the burial at 2. No way, I need an investigation into this. My son died of unnatural causes. Like the guy is even rushing to go bury the son. Like just a day after the incident, it does not make any sense. And without even the mother approving or seeing his son's body. So obviously there must be more to the story. Then Olusegun went on to say, why does he want to bury the child so quickly? Which is a very good question. I mean, the news haven't sunk in yet. There hasn't been any investigations. I mean, we all need to know what happened to the child. He was also not at the house. What if something else happened to the child? Is he not curious himself? Then Olusegun went on to say he wanted me to take the baby for a ritual at his homestead in Limpopo without me being there. The baby was only 2 months. I remember this conversation like it was yesterday. I refused and he was so livid. I've since been tormented. It's much easier to judge when you've never been in my shoes. I fought a good fight for that boy. He stood no chance. I'm so sorry, Kaone. I've seen evil. I've come face to face with the devil. If the mother is saying that the child stood no chance, then she definitely knows what she has been going through behind a closed doors. So people should stop saying, I would have done this, I would have done that. I'm sure she has done everything. And when it comes to people who have money, she definitely stood no chance. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Please like, share, comment, and please do me a huge favor by subscribing. And may the cute little boy rest in peace.